For those people who are joining us that haven't heard about Save One Person, I know it's growing this year, and I'm glad you're here tonight to share some of your great stories with us here at WPAT.
So first off, thank you so much for having me back to talk about Save One Person and a life that needs to be saved this week. So Save One Person, our mission is to highlight a different person in the media each week who needs a living organ donor.
So where do people get information in order to be able to find out more about donating?
So Jack's story is on our website at saveoneperson.org. You can go to save with the number one person.org. You can go spell it out, SAVEONE person.org. You can go to saveoneperson.net. We have all the domain names.
How did you first start Save One Person?
So it's a little bit of a crazy story. I'm a former television promotion producer. I worked in TV. My father died, and then all of a sudden I didn't want to work in that world anymore. I worked for the Wexner Heritage Foundation, and I went to Israel with them for on a trip, and I was standing very close to a suicide bomb where I believe 18 people were killed, and my brain changed that moment, which is I'm only here for God only knows how long. While I'm on this planet, I want to do something meaningful. I met with my mentor back in New York. I said, what should I be doing? He said, combine your TV skills with something where you help other people. And that's how Save One Person was born. And I've been doing it ever since. And why this year is so exciting.
You're expanding, right?
Is this year is the first time we're going to have, I've had volunteers along the way, but I've never had people consistently joining forces. And we just hired some freelancers for some, amount of hours per week to join forces. So I'm really, really, really excited about that.
Now, Juice Plus is very important to you. Is there any connection between Juice Plus in your life? Of course there is, and Save One Person.
Well, why I want to highlight that with my nonprofit is so many people wait till disaster strikes before you start taking care of your body. Prevention is 99, I'm not a doctor, so I don't want to pretend I am, but prevention is a big thing in preventing disease. Take care of your body now, which means things like less sugar, less wine, less coffee, and flooding your body with good things like kale, spinach, celery. And a very quick and easy way to do that is by this product, Juice Plus. It's 30 different fruits and vegetables. And what it's done for me particularly is it's built up my immune system. Last year I had the privilege and honor of traveling around the world with Tony Robbins' group, and it was amazing. Before that, every single time I would hop on a plane, I would always get sick. I knew I was getting sick. I went on a plane, I was going to get sick.
When did you first meet Tony Robbins, and how did that come to be that you were so inspired by his philosophy?
A couple years ago, I did his Unleash the Power Within in New Jersey, and then he was selling this thing called Master University, and I joined that, and then that's where my journey. And then he had a program called Platinum Partnership. It's about 200 to 300 people. Now it's grown. That travel to all of his programs around the world, and you get really good seats. And he has smaller events with 200 or 300 people. Mine, I went to India with him and to Canada, and then during the big seminars, he always has maybe a half hour, an hour, during his program where you can meet and chat. The fourth day of his Unleash the Power Within, he talks all about how to take care of your body. So one way is flooding your body with healthy food. That's the only connection. He's not an endorser of Juice Plus, but the connection is the fourth day of his seminar. He talks all about so many things on the fourth day of his seminar I had no idea about. I had no idea that coffee is bad for you. He spoke about how there's studies that show that link coffee to breast cancer, or wine. I didn't know about an acidy body or alkaline body, and that if your body's too acidy, then it creates disease, and that a disease can't live in an alkaline body. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
you know, one of his programs was, which was amazing. It was called Life Program, which Lauren Slocum Lahav has led, where you just go to some remote island in Fiji. You know, you go to
Who is
Fiji.
Lauren, by the way?
Lauren is involved with Juice Plus. She's worked with Tony Robbins for 25 years. She heads up his health program, but she also, you know, that's a part-time thing, and she also is involved with Juice Plus. And you know, Kelly could talk a lot
Now,
about
first, Callie, I want to welcome you to the show. Callie Bugadas, I'm glad you're here. You're also a teacher, correct?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm a special education teacher and I work with kids who are classified with emotional disturbances.
First, how did you meet Lauren?
I met Lauren at a health event in Manhattan.
Good. And when did you first become involved with Juice Plus?
I first started taking it about 10 years ago and I was on the product for 3 years.
And what has it done to help increase a better lifestyle, or better in terms of your wellness?
Well, I was experiencing a ton of health issues last year. I had major burnout. I couldn't lose weight. I had plantar fasciitis, which is inflammation in both feet. I had knee pain, tremendous neck and back pain, major fatigue, allergies, and I was sick every other week. I would go to work. By Friday, I was sick. I would just stay in and recuperate Saturday and Sunday, and then I was sick again.
And how did you first find out about Juice Plus?
I first found out about it through Lauren Slocum, about 10 years ago.
And if you could describe to our audience some of the great satisfaction that's happened while being part of this Juice Plus.
Yeah, so for me, I stopped taking it for a couple of years and my health kind of took a turn, but I put it into my body and I noticed about a month in, my body started to detox. And I was like, yes, I feel it going to work in my body. I was really excited about that. I know most people wouldn't be, but I was really excited because I literally felt it. But after a year, my allergies went away, my plantar fasciitis, all my neck and my back pain went away. I lost 30 pounds along with, exercise and other dietary changes. Mm-hmm. But for me, it just made sense. It was fruits and vegetables. It was just the simplest change that I could make that would give me the biggest bang for my buck.
So where can people go online, Lauren, or Callie, and find out more about Juice Plus and how to order it, or what they need to do in terms of looking at a YouTube video or seeing anything that they need to about it, Lauren?
So on my website, Save One Person, at the bottom of the page, there's a graphic that says Build Your Immunity. You can click on that. You can watch the featured video, and you can learn more about Juice Plus and order it if you're interested. But this is really a product. I mean, I'm not a seller. I just have it because I'm a big believer in the product to take care of your body before something happens. And if, God forbid, something does happen, it's a great way to build up your immunity. You were saying that that the cancer, which department said?
Yeah, so there's an association that's completely not affiliated with Juice Plus at all. It's the Center for Advancement in Cancer Education. They have no affiliation. Mm-hmm. And so they recommend Juice Plus to their patients prior to taking chemotherapy, and a lot of patients have not experienced as many symptoms.
And I just psychologically feel I'm doing something good for my body, because I don't know if I'm always getting the right nutrition and this and that, but this is a baseline, a foundational thing for my body.
Let's talk to Callie for a moment about, you're a math coach, but you also wrote a book which is very interesting, and it really helps children. Tell us the name of the book and where people can find it and why you decided to want to write this book.
Sure. So the name of my book is called Calculands, The Odd Twins Get Even. You can find it on Amazon. And the reason I wrote the book is because I had a 5th grader who didn't know the difference between even and odd numbers. So I wanted to get down this basic foundational skill in a really fun and creative way. So it's for children of all ages who don't know the difference between odd and even numbers. It rhymes. The characters jump out at you. They're actually, my nephews are the characters in the book. And it teaches not only what it teaches the concept, it brings real life situations into it. And I had a couple of kids with autism read it, and they really connected with it, and so that was just really fulfilling for me.
So again, they can find it on Amazon.
Yes, and it's called Calculans, The Odd Twins Get Even.
Did you really enjoy writing this book? I guess you really did.
I loved the creative process, not so much interested in the business aspect of it, but I love the creativity in writing it. I did.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you could be part of the show tonight. Anything else you'd like to tell us about Juice Plus?
Yeah, actually that the company has a huge heart and they give it to kids for free.